Hello YouTube, my name is Nero and today we have some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and another episode of Sunday Sit Downs, which is a weekly vlog series where I sit down, relax, and just discuss whatever comes to mind with you guys. Could be about life, could be about my week, could be about gaming, could be about the fact that Black Ops 3 is less than a week away. There's a lot that we could talk about, and that's what we're going to be doing here today with today's video, and hopefully you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy that. And to cover all the gameplay today, we're actually playing Black Ops 2. It has been a very long time since I've been on Black Ops 2. I just haven't played it for a while. I kind of felt as though I had my fill of the game for a while. Like, while I still loved it, I still thought Black Ops 2 was a fantastic game. I just haven't played it in a while, just because I just haven't really felt the itch to go back and play it. Well, last night I did. I was like, you know what? With Black Ops 3 like right around the corner, I just really want to go play Black Ops 2, which I think a lot of people are doing that. I think a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm going to go play Black Ops 2 to kind of prepare myself for Black Ops 3, right? So I went back to Black Ops 2. I played a bit of that last night for about 3 hours or so. And gosh, guys, it was a lot of fun. Like, I kind of forgot how good I was at Black Ops 2. Like, it's not, I'm not trying to come out from like a braggy perspective, I suppose, but like after all these months of playing Advanced Warfare, and just really, I struggled with Advanced Warfare throughout the entirety of Advanced Warfare's life cycle. I struggled to do well as compared to Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, even like Modern Warfare 3 and Ghost. Like, I struggled in Advanced Warfare. Now, that could be for a number of reasons. Maybe it's just something about the game that doesn't click with me. You know, it could be the exosuits, and it could be the sound system. It could be a number of things, right? But just for whatever reason, Advanced Warfare, I don't click with it as well gameplay-wise. Like, the game itself it's still Call of Duty. Sure, I can have an idea of what's going on. I can typically be in the top 3 on my team just by every single game I play. But like when I go to the Black Ops 2, or I go to Black Ops 1, or I go to like Modern Warfare 3, even way back when, even though I haven't been on Modern Warfare 3 or Ghost in ages, maybe I should revisit Ghosts. You know, I don't think I've ever actually went back and played that game at all. Like, I don't think I went back at all this year and tried playing that. And I think it'd be fun to go back randomly. But when I go play some of the older Call of Duty games, like, not only am I like, I'm not like fighting to be in the top 3 for my team. I'm like being the #1 person in every single lobby I'm in. Like, it feels like. So I don't know, it's weird. Like, I wonder if it's just there's something about Black Ops 2 that clicks with me. I wonder if it's like something with Advanced Warfare didn't click with me or what. But I had a lot of fun playing Black Ops 2, and it just gets me even more excited for Black Ops 3, which I don't have yet. I know a lot of people are like, Nero, did you get Black Ops 3? I talked about it in the last Sunday sit-down vlog where I was planning on getting Black Ops 3 early. I had a contact through eBay, of all places, and he had multiple copies of the game. He was going to sell the multiple copies to myself and 3 other YouTubers, right? And so we all purchased it. I think it was like $250 for each copy of that game, right? And then he tries pulling some shenanigans on us. So he essentially started writing us emails saying, hey, you know, I've got the game, everything's good to go, because like it came the day that it was supposed to be here. It was supposed to be here last Wednesday, and obviously that didn't happen. And so like on Wednesday he ended up emailing us, and he's like, hey, you know, so I got the game and everything's good to go, but I can't ship it to you because I'm not getting your money through PayPal for some reason. It needs to be verified. So if you guys could just go ahead and mark it as I did deliver it to you, then that will fix up PayPal and that'll make it so I actually get my money. Then I can overnight it to you guys, right? And it's like, no, we're not idiots. That's not how that works. What you're trying to do right now is you're trying to get us to mark the game as delivered, even though you don't even have it and you never sent it, so that way you can keep your money via PayPal, right? And then you can just like purchase, you know, 4 copies of the game when it actually comes out, and then overnight them to us, and then make yourself, you know, a several $100 profit. We're not freaking stupid, right? We're not stupid. And so immediately he ends up giving us all refunds, right? He refunds all of our money to like all 4 of us, and I think it's because he probably got email replies all within, you know, a couple hours of each other, and he kind of felt the heat. Because for whatever reason, he made it so when he posted that listing, if there was, you know, the 14-day money-back guarantee and all this stuff on there, it's like, oh, cool. So it was like a safe bet for us to try and get the game from this guy. And so we told him, like, straight up, we were going to all refund our money from him. And he ended up just refunding us right away because he realized he wasn't going to try and scam us out of our money. And so that was quite the ordeal. I gotta say, I'm super disappointed, though. I'm super disappointed because I want Black Ops 3 early so bad. Like, I want it so bad. There's some people out there that already have it. I know for a fact. And can I just say how annoying this is? Like, Activision themselves, like, why don't they just give early copies of the game to YouTubers? I know why they don't. But they should give the early copies of the game because it just makes it so we can have a ton of free, in their mind anyway, free marketing, free advertising for their game up right at midnight on launch, right? It makes sense for them to try and give us the game early, but the reason why they don't do it, at least to certain people, I know of certain YouTubers who are getting the game early via Activision, the reason why they don't give it to like a mass number of people is because at that point you never know who you're going to be giving it to, and then a bunch of leaks and stuff like that may end up filling up the internet, which they're going to happen anyway. There are going to be leaks for Black Ops 3. There already has been a number of leaks for Black Ops 3, but if you give a full-on copy of the game to a YouTuber and then that YouTuber decides, I'm going to leak stuff like that, it's like if they were to give me the game, what's to stop me from leaking information on the game? I wouldn't do that because I'm not a douche, but what's to stop me from leaking information on the game? Like, I could just make a bunch of random YouTube accounts and just start posting gameplay on them, which, sure, Activision will find them, and sure, Activision would take down the videos, but, like, what's to stop me from doing that if I had the game early? You know, basically my own little moral standards here, where I'm not gonna like leak early things of the game. I'm just gonna play it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm gonna make videos of it, so that come the actual release day or the embargo is done, I can have as many videos up there as humanly possible. But yeah, I just wish every year I didn't have to like scour the internet to try and find like some kind of back alley source to get Black Ops 3 early, or any Call of Duty game early in general. You know, every time I have to find some random guy on the internet. And that kind of stinks. You know, I wish I didn't have to go through all these shady deals to try and get the game early, just so I could try and do my job a little bit better than what I would have been able to do otherwise. So that kind of stinks. Yeah, I don't have Black Ops 3 early yet. I don't think I would tell you guys if I did. I'm not sure if I would, because there are some YouTubers out there who try doing like videos and stuff like that where, you know, they tried calling people to get Black Ops 3 early, and then those videos would get taken down by Activision and whatnot. So I'm not sure if I would tell you guys if I had Black Ops 3 early, but I'll say this: if I did have Black Ops 3 early and I didn't want to tell you, I just wouldn't mention it, right? So I don't have it. I don't have it at all. But I'm hoping to get it early. Definitely hoping to get it early. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm definitely feeling a lot better. If you guys are, maybe you guys are wondering, like, I usually talk about the week, you know, here on these Sunday sit-down series. I usually like, yes, this is what I did this week. This is like some of the stuff that happened in my life and stuff. But really, nothing happened to me this week. Because, as I'm sure you guys are well aware, especially if you follow me on Twitter, because I whined about it all week, I have been just deathly ill. I've been basically on my deathbed all freaking week, and it was terrible, right? So it started off as like just a normal like raspiness, kind of like a sore throat idea, right? That's all it really was. And then the next day, it was raspiness, sore throat, and I started coughing. The third day, it was raspiness, sore throat, coughing, and then I had a horrible like stuffy nose and like how just terrible that was. And then it just continued to get worse and worse. But now I'm like back on the upswing here, and I've been doing better. Like every day has been progressively better over the past couple of days, and I feel as though I'm pretty much back to normal. And I think I'm getting like my 1 year sickness kind of out of the way. Like it seems like every single year around November is when I get sick. I just, for whatever reason, I get sick once a year. It's usually, you know, October, November. It sounds weird, but as a YouTuber, if somebody does this, like I usually like base the years off what Call of Duty was out that year, but usually right before the new Call of Duty comes out, I end up getting sick. Like my immune system just dies out on me with the changing of the seasons. For whatever reason, I always end up getting sick, and yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, actually, and so that's actually good. It would have been terrible if I would have been, like, horribly sick, like, when Black Ops 3 actually released. That would have been terrible. But, yeah, I've freaking just been sick. And speaking of sick, so my nephew, which a lot of people are like, Daryl, you have a nephew. Does that mean you have an older brother that has children? Not quite. So I have one brother. I'm sure you guys are well aware of that. I have one brother. He is 18. I'm 23, so we're both adults. I don't have a younger brother, like someone that's, like, still in school or anything like that. But I do have what I consider to be nieces and nephews, so it's weird. So I have a cousin, my cousin whose name is Nick, who he has been in some of my videos, and he's just been always kind of like a brother to me throughout the entirety of my life. But he's kind of been like my second brother, my older brother, because he's 3 years older than I am. Well, he has children, right? And he has 2 sons and 1 daughter. And I always consider that his children to be kind of like my nieces and nephews, even though he's my cousin, therefore they would be like my second cousins. I think that's how that works. I lose track when it comes to not like super immediate family in that respect. But I think they're technically my second cousins, but I've always considered them to be my nieces and nephews. And I think a lot of you guys may be able to relate to that. Like it's always been like that to me. So for example, I had like an Aunt Tammy and I had an Uncle Tim. But but they weren't really my aunt and uncle. Tammy was my dad's cousin, right? So they would be like my whatever second cousins or something, but they were always my aunt and uncle to me, right? And so the same thing happens with Nick's children and his son. I saw him this Halloween, so we had like an entire family thing. What we usually do for Halloween is we go up to my mom's house because everyone does like the trick or treat thing, and then they all kind of meet back at my mom's house. And we kind of like a little bit of a family get together and whatnot. Well, I was up there, and then Andrew ends up coming home because he is also sick. He has pneumonia in one of his lungs, which is terrible, and he was feeling pretty bad while he's out there trick or treating. He's walking around as the Grim Reaper and whatnot, and he wasn't feeling very good. So we ended up coming back to my mom's house, and I was already up there. So I was there. I was hanging out with him. We were just kind of watching whatever TV show he wanted to watch. I didn't recognize the show. I don't know what children's shows are anymore. But so we're just kind of sitting there watching that, and he's like, "Hey, did you know we started watching some of your old Minecraft videos?" And I'm like, "What?" And he's 9 years old, keep in mind. But the biggest thing in the world to him is Minecraft. Like he watches Stampy Longhead all the time. Like that's just what he watches. Some people, they will watch like Nickelodeon growing up. I watched a lot of Nickelodeon. Some people will watch like Disney growing up, or Cartoon Network or whatever, right? He does that sometimes, but the majority of his viewing time is spent watching Minecraft videos, and specifically Stampy Longhead. Like he really likes that. Like everyone in that family likes Stampy Longhead, the kids anyway. They all just love watching that YouTube channel. And so apparently they started watching my old Minecraft videos on Nero's Let's Plays. And I was so worried. I'm like, wait a minute, didn't I swear in those videos? Like, I don't remember. Like, I'm just worried I traumatize these kids forever. And apparently they thought the videos were funny. And he says, he's like 9 years old. He's like, maybe when I grow up, I can make videos with you if you're still alive. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. He's like, well, do you think you'll still be alive when I grow up? I'm like, I hope, I guess, yeah, I'm pretty sure I will be. And he's like, cool, can we make videos together? And I'm like, sure, we'll make some Minecraft videos. You and me, we'll go out there and, I don't know, we'll do survival or something like that. Like, it's weird to me that, like, my nieces and nephews and, like, people in my family, like, watch my YouTube videos, and they think it's the greatest thing in the world, just because, they look at YouTube as, like, this amazing job, this amazing career path, and, the fact that you're able to make videos and entertain people and whatnot. And that's true. It really is. It's awesome in that respect. But it's also interesting to look at it from the perspective of children today are growing up with YouTube in their households, right? That's just something that happens. Like, I know it's especially relevant in their household. They watch Stampy Longhead all the time. Like, they're obsessed with it. Like, they don't watch television. They would rather watch him on YouTube. If you guys know who Stampy Longhead is, he is a YouTuber, right? He's a Minecraft YouTuber, and he's basically the videos he makes are like specifically designed for children. Like, they're designed for a younger audience, and like he never swears. He doesn't talk about any adult related things and whatnot. It's basically like a children's show, but it's on Minecraft and it's on YouTube, and it's an interesting concept. It really is, and they love watching him. And I know that they're not the outliers, right? I know that there's a lot of other people out there in the world who do that exact same thing. And I know my demographic. Roughly 60% of my viewers are between the ages of 18 and 34. And so I know a lot of you guys have children out there. So let me know in the comments, like, do your children or children that like, do they watch YouTube rather than watching like traditional media, like television and whatnot, or movies? Because I know that it happens. And it's weird that it's going to continue to grow and continue to become more relevant in society. Now, obviously, like, my YouTube channel, I don't believe will be one of those things that children are watching, because I primarily post Call of Duty, and not too many children play Call of Duty, especially like children their age, like, ages like 11 and under, right? Like, children that age don't typically play Call of Duty. Maybe on my Let's Play channel, but even on my Let's Play channel, like, I typically play older games, like older adult themed. It sounds weird calling them adult themed games. But, I did Minecraft, did Pokemon stuff, but, Borderlands, I wouldn't call that a children's game necessarily. It's a first-person shooter where you're shooting people, making them explode and whatnot. I don't know if that would be considered to be like a children's game, like Call of Duty Zombies. Hearthstone could probably be considered a children's game, but I think it might be too complex for a lot of children to play. I don't know. I think it's interesting that by YouTube and like Minecraft videos, stuff like that, they are entering the household. These are things that children are growing up with. the same way that I grew up with Rocko's Modern Life and the Angry Beavers and like the Rugrats and Rocket Power and all the other 90s Nickelodeon shows. Although I think Rocket Power was early 2000s, but I digress. It's interesting to me, right? I think that's a really cool aspect of it, and I thought it was really cool because he's like, if you're alive when I grow up, can we make Minecraft videos together? I'm sitting there thinking like, I wouldn't mind making videos with you right now, Andrew. You're a cool kid. He's only 9. He hasn't hit puberty, obviously. Very high-pitched, squeaky voice. But gosh, that kid loves Minecraft, and I think it'd be fun to make a video with him. And I don't know how I would do it, though. Like, I would have to, like, go up to his house or something like that and, like, set up microphones for him and then, like, set up Skype with him and then go back to my house and then, like, get up there and, like, join a Skype call and get into a Minecraft game. Although I think they play Minecraft on the Xbox. I don't think they actually play... No, they play on the Xbox One. I have to buy it. It'd be an ordeal, but I think it'd be cool to make a video with him sometime because he would really love that. I think that would just be like the time of his life, just to go out there and like build a house together or something like that. Like he loves it, and it's weird too, because like Minecraft is kind of like a family bonding thing for them. That's like something that my cousin does with his kids, and they play Minecraft together, and it's kind of like a little bit like a bonding experience, and it's so cool because my cousin never played Minecraft, he just never did, but his kids love Minecraft, and that's all they do, and so they're so excited to be able to show their dad, how to play the game and like how all the things work. Is like there's a lot to remember in Minecraft. Like, how do you make a shovel? Like, I remember it's like 6-stick cobblestone or 6-stick diamond or whatever it is, but the whole crafting system, you have to remember all the recipes and whatnot, and like they're showing him all that stuff and just giving little tips and tricks like, oh, never dig straight up, Dad, or oh, don't dig straight down, you'll fall in lava, which apparently I did that in one of my videos and they all thought it was hilarious because I dug straight down into lava. And yeah, it's just I think it's cool. That's something I wanted to mention today. I think that's a really, really cool it's a change, right? It's definitely a change in how like we like the generational gap, I suppose, between like, let's say when I was a kid versus children today. And that's weird to say because I'm not that old, but yeah, I definitely think that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of like my sickness story, I suppose. I was sick. And then, of course, Halloween happened, and then I got to talk to my nephews, and I went on the whole tangent about Minecraft and how it's changing the world. And so that's just something that happened. That's just something that happened to me this week. Which another thing happened to me this week. My YouTube year is over, and it's weird calling it a YouTube year, but at least in terms of like the American tax system, I suppose that my business year, if you want to call it that, is over. And gosh, guys, I have the numbers on it. It's kind of insane. So to kind of explain like what like a business year is for a YouTuber, at least in my perspective, I think it changes person to person based upon contracts and based upon how your payments work and what network you're with and whatnot. But with Machinima, we get paid 45 days after the end of the month. So for example, what I earned in October, which October just ended, I'll get paid for 45 days after the end of October. So that payment is going to be in December. It's going to be like roughly December 15th, which that will be the last payment I receive of the year. Therefore, my year is kind of done. So at least in terms of YouTube, like all the things I did this year, it kind of stops and becomes a new year after October is over. So a YouTube year kind of runs, or at least for me anyway, from November 1st until October 31st. And so my year is over. I'm starting up a new technically business year, I suppose. And I look back at it, I'm like, so how did I do this year? I don't have like the exact number on like the views and all that stuff. I don't really care too much about that. But I do have the numbers on this. I made 605 videos in 2015. 605 videos over the course of like this past quote-unquote YouTube year. That's insane to me, right? So 418 of those came on NerosCinema. 187 of those were on Nero's Let's Plays for a total of 605 videos over the course of the past 365 days. That's insane to me. That is so cool. Like, I'm happy about that. And I actually went back and looked at it. Like, that's about average. Like, I average roughly 600 videos a year here on YouTube, which is insane to me because it doesn't seem like I'm making 600 videos a year. Like, it's kind of nuts. I always get the question. It's like, Nero, how do you grow on YouTube? Nero, how do you do this? How do you do that? And the most truthful advice I can give people is just continue to work at it, continue to make videos, and if you truly enjoy it, it'll come naturally to you. And that's kind of what's happening here with NerosCinema and Nero's Let's Plays. Like 605 videos, and to be honest, I don't think that's enough, because while 418 videos in 1 year on NerosCinema seems like a lot, I only had 187 on Nero's Let's Plays. I want to improve on that somehow next year. I want to make more videos throughout the coming year here, so I think that's going to be something I'm going to be trying to strive for, and I think it's going to be pretty easy considering all the awesome games that are going to to be coming out. Like, of course, Halo is out, which I haven't yet to even try Halo. Like, I haven't even picked it up yet because I've just been so preoccupied trying to get Black Ops 3 early and playing Black Ops 2, and of course, running stuff here on my YouTube channel. Just, I have a full day. I really do. I very rarely, like, I'm usually done. I don't know, roughly 10, 11 o'clock at night is usually when I'm like done. I feel so I can actually relax and whatnot. So I'm just busy for the most part. I haven't really tried out Halo yet. But I'm looking to try out Halo 5 because it's gotten a ton of awesome reviews, and a lot of people are saying, like, yeah, it's like one of the best Halos to come out in a while, and if you like Call of Duty, then you'll like this Halo. I'm not sure what that means, but, you know, people are saying this year's Halo is pretty good. But at the same time, it's like, do I really want to get Halo so I can play it for potentially just a couple of days? Because like I said towards the beginning of the video, kind of coming full circle here, the ultimate goal is to get Black Ops 3 early, right? That's the ultimate goal. And so if I can get Black Ops 3 early, even if it's like 2 days early, you know, I'm immediately going to start playing that, and every other game is going to kind of like be put on the back burner. So if I were to pick up Halo, you know, for example, today, if I were to go out there and buy Halo today, which I could do, I just run down to the store and grab it, I would potentially only play it for like today, tomorrow, maybe the next day and whatnot, and then I get Black Ops 3 early, then suddenly like I'm never playing Halo again because I've got Black Ops 3 early. So I don't know how that would work. I think it was kind of a bad time, I think, for Halo to release. Now, this is something that Borderlands did, and they continue to do this kind of idea, and I think it's honestly brilliant. So the idea, they're actually doing it with their new game. What was the name of that game Gearbox is putting out? I think it's called Battleborn or something like that. They're not putting out, Gearbox never puts out games like in November or December, like the time when all the other games come out. They don't do that. They always put out their games like several months afterwards. Like they'll put their game out in like January or February, which I think that is when they're actually putting out Battleborn. I'm actually going to do a quick Googling, live Googling here on the video. I'm going to find out when Battleborn does its release date. Battleborn release date. It's coming out February 9th of 2016. It's going to be a first-person shooter game, like kind of like it's going to be similar to Overwatch, it appears, if you guys have been keeping up with Overwatch and the beta that just came out for that. It's looking to be like a similar thing, but it's going to be from Gearbox, and they're putting it out on February. This is something that they do, right? They did the same thing with the original Borderlands. They put out games several months like after all the other games came out because they know, hey, people are probably going to be tired of the games that came out in November. So, for example, obviously all of us anyway, we're going to be playing Black Ops 3, right? That's going to be a big thing. We're going to be playing the crap out of that. But at the same time, like Halo, to release like a couple weeks like before Black Ops 3 releases, it's like, well, sure, people buy your game, but like the Call of Duty fans, which is still like the biggest FPS console game at least on the market, you know, people are going to be playing that. Like, they're going to be making the transition. They're going to play Halo, but that's just going to feel like a filler game until the new Call of Duty comes out. Why wouldn't they wait until exactly what Battleborn's doing and wait until, like, February to release their new Halo game? And then if they do that, then I feel as though maybe they would sell a bit more because people would be kind of like, yeah, so we played Black Ops 3. It's a fun game, I'm sure. But, yeah, what else is out there? What other games are out there? Because I feel as though the world now, at least, maybe it's just me. I could just be entirely me because I was definitely like the biggest COD guy in the world. Like all I would play is Call of Duty, put 30 days of playtime in every single game. But I feel as though the majority of gamers out there, and again, this could just be my own perspective, and maybe I'm biased as a result, I feel as though the majority of people, like, they play multiple games now. Like, I don't think that as many people only play one video game anymore. I could be wrong on that, but at least that's the way it is for me. Like, growing up, I was always like really big into football games. You know, that's all I played was football games and sports games. You know, and then once I got into Call of Duty, that's like all I played was just Call of Duty for the longest time. But over the past couple of years, I've kind of like branched out, and now I play like RTS games. Now I play card games. Now I play MOBA games. Now I play MMO games. Like I play a variety of games as compared to just playing Call of Duty. Whereas before, that's all I played. And I wonder if there's a majority of people out there. Like, do the majority of people play multiple games, or is the majority of COD fans anyway only COD fans? And that's like all they play. But still, I think Halo might have been more successful if it released a little bit later. Although I could be wrong on that because obviously the best time to release is, you know, November, a little bit maybe December, because a lot of people are gonna be getting that game for Christmas and things like that. So we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see, but yeah, definitely want to try out Halo. You know, you look at Fallout 4, it's going to be coming. I can make tons of videos out Fallout 4, so I think it could be a bigger year for Nearest Let's Plays than what the past year was, although the past year was pretty great. I'm always looking to improve Nearest Let's Plays, as well as NerosCinema, and I'm telling you guys, running 2 YouTube channels can sometimes be stressful. Like, it is, yeah, you see a lot of people, it's especially been going around recently, you know, people talking about YouTubers being overpaid and, like, YouTubers I don't know, having easy jobs. And I think that's something that a lot of people consider YouTube to be. Is like this easy path, like a super easy job, and like, oh, they literally play video games. That's what people do. Like they try and boil like what you do down to its most like simple form. Like, oh, he's a YouTuber. That just means he plays video games all day. That's all he does. I wish that's how my life worked. If I just literally, that's all I did was I just would like play video games, then somehow like money would be deposited in my bank account every time I play a game. Like that'd be cool, right? That'd be an awesome job. But that's a very small part of what being a YouTuber is. The same way I could be like, hey, that doctor, that's all he does is take your temperature. Like that's all he does. You know, that's just one small part of what he does, right? And so, running a YouTube channel, especially running two of them, it is a full thing. Like I remember, it was back on one of the Painkiller Already podcast way back when. This was, I think, one of the first. It might have been the first time that Boogie2988, who I'm sure you guys are aware of him on YouTube, he was a guest on that podcast a very long time ago. I think it was his first time that he was on the show. I think he's been on there 3 times in total. But the first time there, he says YouTube can be easy. It really can be, depending on what kind of videos you make and like how your channel works and whatnot. Like sometimes you make a video and it just gets a lot of views for whatever reason. You never know. Sometimes it can be easy. But if you have any ambition on YouTube whatsoever, this job is 24/7. And it really is. That's what YouTube is. Like, sure, you could try and glide through it, and you see a lot of channels that do that. Like, usually those channels aren't very successful. The kind of channel is like, hey, every time I get a cool gameplay, I upload to YouTube, and then there I go, you know. Sure, if that's what they want to do, that's how they have fun, great. But they're not, like, taking it super seriously. They're not, you know, trying to be super ambitious with their channels. If you look at channels like mine or any other channel out there that really tries to work at it, if you have an ambition towards your YouTube channel, it can be very consuming. And that goes back to just what I mentioned, you know, 605 videos in a year. That doesn't come easy. It really doesn't. That takes a lot of time. It's a very time consuming. My day is full. My day really is full with YouTube and whatnot every single day. And I love it though. I love working on 2 channels. I love making videos every single day. I love interacting with what I consider to be the greatest fan base in the universe. Like, everyone says that, right? Everybody says like, oh yeah, my fans are the greatest fans. But at the same time, they're always fussing about their fans. They're always like getting in arguments. Like, I don't have that. Like, there's never any drama on my channel. Like, when has NerosCinema been in drama? It never happens, right? Everything is always hunky-dory, A-okay. Everyone's happy to see each other. I see you guys like talking in the comments like, hey, hope everybody's having a great day. And like people are replying like, hey, you have a great day too. And it's like, God, you guys are amazing. Like everybody is just so happy over here. At least in my little small corner of the internet, everybody's happy. Everyone's just happy to be here. And it's amazing to me. So I want to thank you guys all for that. And thank you guys all for your continued support of both of my YouTube channels. You know, just yesterday, we ended off one of the most beloved series here on NerosCinema, which of course was DNA Saturday. It was the final episode. And actually, fun fact, I messed this up. So last night, I go on my Facebook page, which is NerosCinema Official, if you want to follow me on Facebook. Which, keep in mind, I don't usually use Facebook for much. I typically just link videos when they get uploaded on Facebook. But I go there, I'm like, hey, the final episode of Dear Nero went up this week, and, you know, it's sad to see it go, but all good things must come to an end, and, you know, things like that. But I meant to write DNA Saturday, but I wrote Dear Nero, and so people are like, do you mean DNA Saturday? Like, I would cry if Dear Nero were to have to go away. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I messed that up. So, yeah, I totally messed that up, and I said that Dear Nero was ending when in reality it was DNA Saturday, and since I've corrected it and whatnot. But, yeah, that was just kind of a funny little mishap, I suppose, I had over there on Facebook. But yeah, DNA Saturday ended yesterday. That's really sad to see it go. 94 total episodes, and we helped out a lot of people, and you guys hopefully enjoyed the videos. I enjoyed making them. It was a fun series overall. It really was. And I'm looking forward to whatever series we're going to run in Black Ops 3 is going to be like. I'm excited to see how that's going to go. I think the idea still is going to be like a multi-COD kind of series. Like, hey, how about some Modern Warfare 2 nukes? Black Ops 3 nuclears, Modern Warfare 3 Moabs, or maybe a chem strike, DNA bombs, like all the stuff in general. Like, I want to have all of those featured in this series. And I think that would be pretty fun. So it's gonna be a fun series. I think I'm still trying to like hammer out all the details and how exactly I want to do all of the things. But yeah, look for that to happen. You know, a couple weeks into Black Ops 3. I don't think we're gonna start it like right away. Like, I don't think next Saturday which would be one day after the game actually comes out that we're gonna be doing that. I think the next Friday and like Saturday and Sunday and all that stuff. I think we're just basically going to be doing nothing but Black Ops 3 videos, just like an absurd amount of Black Ops 3 videos, right? But I think a couple weeks into the Black Ops 3 life cycle, is when we're going to start that series up. I don't have like an exact date or an ETA, but I would estimate, I suppose, several weeks into Black Ops 3 is when we're going to start up that series. Like, it's similar to DNA Saturday. It's not going to happen right away, which I don't think for DNA Saturday or even Chemstrike Saturday, I don't think those series started right away. Like, we waited maybe a month into the life cycle of the game to actually get the series started up. I think the same thing is going to happen with the new series we're running in Black Ops 3. But as I look at the timer here, we're actually very long into this week's vlog. So I think I'm going to wrap things up here. I hope you guys all have a fantastic week. Hopefully you guys all enjoy it. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the last vlog before Black Ops 3, which is kind of insane to me, guys. The last one. No more vlogs before Black Ops 3. Of course, I'm going to continue this series after Black Ops 3 goes on, after that game comes out and whatnot. Like, there'll be a vlog next Sunday, sure. But, Black Ops 3, guys, less than a week away. I'm freaking excited for it. You guys excited for it? Let me know about it in the comments. I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's Sunday sit-down vlog. If you did, remember to leave a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.
Friendly care package inbound. We're winning this fight. Counter UAV inbound. Hellstorm missile inbound.
One down.
UAV on standby. Good job, SEALs. Stand by for further orders.